What's up, guys? You're watching Ty's iPhone Help. So today, Apple announced the iPad 2 at their March 2nd event. So I'm going to be going over that, telling you some of the specs, pricing, details about the iPad 2, along with some of the other stuff they announced, like some new applications coming for the new iPad. So let's get started. So first off, just like every other event, they started talking about what they've done, bragging about themselves. So they now have 200 million Apple accounts. That's 200 million credit cards that they have access to. They have given $2 billion to iOS developers. That's really amazing. They have sold 100 million iPhones, which is also amazing. 15 million iPads sold in 2010. That's only 9 months. So that's pretty amazing. 15 million. That's like better than any other tablet ever. And that is $9.5 billion in revenue, or a 90% market share. So they're killing the other tablets out there. They've had 100 million book downloads from the iBook store. 65,000 apps specifically for the iPad, and that's compared to Honeycomb, which has like 100 apps, which is definitely blowing it out of the water. So next, let's talk about the iPad 2, the big thing you guys want to hear about. So the iPad 2, it's got an all-new design. I'm going to be showing you some pictures as it does this. It's dramatically faster. It's got a new chip called the A5. You guys know the A4 processor was in the last generation. It's got dual-core processors. It's 2 times faster CPU. 9 times faster graphics, but it's the same low power as the A4 chip. It's the first dual core tablet to ship in volume. It's got rear and front facing cameras, also FaceTiming, so that's really nice. It's 33% thinner, so it's actually thinner than your iPhone 4. It's got a gyroscope, and actually the thickness of this thing is 3.4 millimeters to 8.8 millimeters. It weighs 1.3 pounds compared to the iPad first generation, which is 1.5 pounds. It actually comes in 2 colors, which is white and silver. The silver one actually has black on the front of it around the screen, and the white one has white on the front and back. It actually does work with AT&T and Verizon if you get the 3G model, which is pretty cool that they got both carriers to work on one device. The battery life on this thing is an astonishing 10 hours and 1 month of standby. So same great battery life, and it actually comes in the same prices as the previous generation of the iPad. It will be coming out on March 11th. You actually can't pre-order it right now on Apple's website, so you will have to order it online at the Apple Store online on March 11th, or you can go into the store and pick it up. Hopefully there's not super long lines, because that's what I'm going to be doing. It's actually, I think that may only be in a few countries, because it will be shipping on March 25th for 26 other countries. If you want to go check that out, I'll have a link in the description for more information about that. Now, they like the beautiful design of the iPad, so they don't want to they don't want you to have a case around it. So they developed or made this thing called smart covers. They say it's not a case, it's a cover. You can get it in polyurethane or leather. The polyurethane one is $39 and the leather is $69. A pretty good price difference there. And they come in tons of colors: gray, blue, green, orange, pink, white, yellow, black, navy, red. And that's pretty cool. I don't really like it. It's kind of weird. You can actually like snap it on. It snaps on with a magnet, folds over, lays over your screen. It's got protective microfiber, so it's going to clean your screen kind of when it's on it, and it kind of like flips open, and it looks alright. It can fold up into a little stand for your iPad. Doesn't really look too appealing to me, but maybe for some people want to protect their screen, that's something you may want to look into. They're also going to be selling an HDMI cable, I think for $39. It does support in and out HDMI and puts out a 1080p video, and works with all apps. It works with rotation, and it even charges while using. So you can actually plug this thing up to your TV. You're going to be able to see your iPad on the TV. So I thought that was pretty cool. So now we can talk about iOS 4.3. This is more directed toward the iPad and some iPad specific features and apps. So first off, we're going to have some Safari improvements with the Nitro JavaScript engine. You've got iTunes home sharing and AirPlay improvements. You have now the preference to switch the iPad little switch there, where you can change it from your lock or screen orientation or mute. So you can do that. And also the personal hotspot is only going to be for iPhone 4. Don't really know why they did that, but there you go. So you can have a personal hotspot on iPhone 4, and that does mean it is coming for AT&T also in iOS 4.3. iOS 4.3 will be available on March 11th for the iPad 2, first generation iPad, iPhone GSM, and also the iPod Touch third and fourth generations. So that's pretty exciting. iOS 4.3, lots of stuff to come. So they actually announced 4 new apps for the iPad today coming in iOS 4.3. These are actually really exciting. So first off is Photo Booth. So Photo Booth is going to let you take some pictures of yourself. There's all kinds of different filters and stuff you can add. And actually they have or manipulative like touch effects where you can like change the effects with your touch. So that was pretty cool. Do some fun image stuff there. You got iMovie, which is really amazing. It actually looks really nice. There's precision editor, multi-track audio, new themes, 50 sound effects for iMovie on the iPad, and actually I think this comes on the iPhone and iPod Touch as well. You've got new neon theme, and there's not lots of new sharing options now. You got YouTube, Facebook, Vimeo, CNN, iReport. There's a few of them, so there's lots of different sharing options. iMovie will be available on March 11th for $4.99, so it's still the same price. And I'm pretty sure if you've bought it for your iPhone, it should be available for the iPad too. I'm pretty sure it'll be a universal app. If not, that kind of stinks. Anyways, GarageBand was another app they talked about. I'm not going to go over this too much because I'm not too interested in it. There's all kinds of different stuff, and I know nothing about music. But GarageBand will be available on March 11th also for only $5. That's a pretty great price for a great app. There was one cool thing that you can actually plug up your guitar to GarageBand, so obviously you would need that. But I thought that was pretty cool. So also, they announced FaceTime today. So FaceTime, you'll be able to FaceTime with your Mac, your iPhone, your iPod. So that was a really great feature, and I'm glad they implemented that with the iPad 2. So that's everything that they talked about today. Let me know your thoughts on the new iPad 2 and all the new stuff coming in iOS 4.3 in the comments below. I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say. Let me know if you're going to be getting the iPad 2. I definitely am. I'm probably going to be getting the Wi-Fi model. I would like the 3G model. I just don't want another bill to have to pay every month. So let me know what you think about all this stuff in the comments below. Make sure you hit the subscribe button up above the video if you want to see more videos like this, unboxings and reviews and stuff on the new iPad, as well as all the new apps in iOS 4.3. Lots of other videos too. So check it out. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.